ಇವರು ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಸರ್ಜನ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯಾರೊಬ್ರು ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ಜನ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾರಿಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಸರ್ಜನ್ ಒಬ್ರು ಯಾರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದಿನ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಸರ್ಜನ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ದಿನ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ಜನ್, ಮೂರನೇ ದಿನ ವಾರ್ಡ್ ಬಾಯಿ, ನಾಲ್ಕನೇ ದಿನ ಮೀಸೆ ತೆಗೆದು ಸ್ಕರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ನರ್ಸೋದು ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. That's the beauty of being an actor, isn't it? So many rules. Honestly, ನನಗೆ ಥರ್ಮೋಮೀಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ನೋಡಕ್ಕೂ ಬರಲ್ಲ, but I've done heart surgery in 2 full. That's the beauty of being an actor, all the roles I played. Man, yeah, thank you so much for this wonderful video. America ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಚಿತ್ರ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ನೋಡಿದ್ರಾ? Yeah? But ಅವರೇ. Thank you, ma'am. What's your name, ma'am? ಅನುಪಮ. Thank you, ಅನುಪಮ. ಅಮೆರಿಕ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸೀನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಐ ಗೋ ಟು US, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈನ್, ಅವ್ನು ಫುಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ದರ್ಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್, ಸ್ಪೂನು, ಫೋರ್ಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ನಾನು ಐ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಫೋರ್ಕ್, ಐ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೂನ್, ಐ ಕೀಪ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಸೈಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೇ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಸ್ಪೂನ್. ದಿ ಸ್ಪೂನ್ ಕಮ್ ಫೋರ್ಕ್, ಹೈಲಿ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟಬಲ್, ನಾನ್ ಟಾಕ್ಸಿಕ್, ಸ್ಟೇನ್ ಫ್ರೀ, ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹುಡುಕ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಜೊತೆಗೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಕೈ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅಮೆರಿಕ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಪೂನ್ ಕಮ್ ಫೋರ್ಕ್, ಬಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಕೈಂಡ್ ಹಸ್ ಡನ್. ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಸೀ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸಂಬಡೀಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಿ ವರ್ಕ್. ಇದು ಯಾರೋ ಕಾರ್ಪೆಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು, ಇದು ಯಾರೋ ಕಾರ್ಪೆಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. So many wonderful things, everything you see, yaro vel marodu, yaro kaiyal marodu. Of all the things, of all the beautiful things the human hand can do, I think the best is when it stretches its hand to somebody below, holds it and lifts the other person up. And that is what you people are doing today. That is what Esther Epic is about. That's what Rotary has been doing all their lifetime. That's the beauty of it. The human connection, the way, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಬಂದಾಗ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದಿರೋ ಇಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ನೆರಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, all of you are in shadow. This lady has been sitting in the sun. That's one part of it. Second part, there's a man in the front who's also in sun. The lady gave her dupatta to the man is putting on his head. Nodidra? That is what it's about, Ray. You must reduce the trouble of some other human being. That's what life is about. Thank you, ma'am. See, I've been watching you. I watched that moment when you helped this man here. That's what this life is about, and that is what is going to be unfolded there. That's what the whole thing is about. When I saw this video, Dr. Nodadag ನಾನು ಅನಿಸ್ತು, years back, a long time back, ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಹೆಂಡತಿ, my kids were very small, 10-year-old, ನನ್ನ daughter, ನನ್ನ ಮಗ 5 years. We are going in a car. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ದು AC ಕಾರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಕಾರ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. Beautiful night, okay? Moonlit night, extremely clear sky, the wind breezing across, radio SPB ಹಾಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Everything is so beautiful. Husband, wife, 2 children, best night of our lives. ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, in a distance suddenly there was a lightning with huge thunder. My children screamed. I lost the steering for a minute. I think epilepsy is something like that. It's a lightning in the brain. 1 minute, everything is smooth, sweet, clear sky in this mesh of electrical signals, and suddenly there is a lightning, there is a thunder, there is a misfiring, and that becomes epilepsy. And those were the days when this misfiring was misread, it was mislabeled, and it was called superstitiously possession. But those days are over. We are in a new age. We are in the age of neuroscience, when doctors, these esteemed doctors, tell you that epilepsy is no more possession. It's not even a mental illness. It's a neurological condition. An electrical storm in the brain. Unlike all storms, this storm can be navigated and managed smartly by doctors like this. So that is what they're out to do. Your video ನೋಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ನೀವು, Ramesh ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಏನದು? There are 2 types of problems. One is the pain itself, the physical pain, whatever pain it is, including epilepsy. But there is a deeper pain which is called stigma. ಯಾರೊಬ್ರು ಏನೋ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರೊಬ್ರು ಏನೋ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರೊಬ್ರು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅದು ಒಂದು ನೋವು. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಈ ಸಮಾಜ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಶೇಮ್ ತರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆ ನೋವು ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಅವಮಾನ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಸ್ಟಿಗ್ಮಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, that's a bigger issue which has to be dealt with. One is the medical problem called epilepsy. The second is the stigma attached to the problem which has to be treated. There is a third problem, mostly in rural India, when the problem is simply the distance between the crisis and the care center. So mobility, the distance becomes a big issue in a place like rural India. Yen stigma ado avaru helidralla re, what is happening? A girl who's fit for marriage is rejected. A boy who's fantastic at his work doesn't get employment. There's a parent who's always wondering what happened to my child once I die. How do you solve these things? And mobility is the chief issue. Time is the chief issue. If medication reaches later, if treatment is delayed, if you're not able to afford the travel to reach a good hospital, I lose my life, I lose my child, I lose my partner. What kind of system is this? So what should you do? What should you do? English is bahಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. If mountain cannot come to Abu should go to mountain ಅಂತ. ಅಬುಗೆ ಒಂದು ಆಸೆ ಇತ್ತು. He wanted to take a photograph with the mountain. So he told the mountain, hey, come here ಅಂತ. Mountain will not come. Again he said, come here. He didn't come. Finally he went to the mountain and took a photograph. He wanted a frame of the mountain and he must stay alone. If mountain doesn't come to Abu should go to the mountain ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೆ the purpose is to be served. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ನನಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ನಾವಿಬ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ. That is the purpose of the bar. That is the beauty of what this vehicle is going to do. ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋದೇನು ಸಾಧಾರಣ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು. It is not just a vehicle, ಅದು ಟೈರ್, ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇರಿಂಗ್ ವೀಲ್, ಇಂಜಿನ್, ಗೇರ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇನ ಅದು. That is not the point. This is going to reduce the anxiety of some wife. That is the point. This is going to tell people that you're not alone. Aston is with you. The hospital is with you. These people are with you. You're not alone. The hope ಕೊಡುವಂತ vehicle. What is the beauty of the whole thing with Henry? When he's talking about all this, I was thinking all these beautiful things. I make movies. He does brain surgery. There are artists here who do amazing stuff. There are poems being written here. All these big achievers. ಹೆಂಗಾಯ್ತಿದಲ್ಲ? Simple thing called brain. ಆ brain ಏನದು? ಒಂದು ಲಟ್ಟಂಗಿ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಲಟ್ಟಂಗಿ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಂಡತಿರು ಗಂಡಂದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡು ಎದುರಿಸ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಲಟ್ಟಂಗಿ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಒಂದು ಚಪಾತಿ ತರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಬಿ A4 ಶೀಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅದು ಒಂದು A4 ಶೀಟ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಕಲ್ ಡಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೈಫ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇಮೋಷನ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೇನ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಲಿಜನ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬ್ರೈನ್. What a beautiful thing it is. But imagine if there is a small little electrical problem in the wiring. ಇಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಕ್ಕೆ 2 ದಿನ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ವೈರಿಂಗ್ in your brain, all the spectacular things that you do will go off in a jiffy. That fragility in all of us, in our health is there. I'm not telling this to make you afraid. It is to tell you that we must unite because we are so fragile. All of us, all our bodies, all our minds, all our brain is so fragile that we have to unite. And how do we unite? By what you guys are doing. By compassion. Compassion, it is not a vehicle, it's a vehicle of compassion. What is Rotary doing? What is Aster doing? What is Aster Hospital? Iದೇನದು ಬರೀ brick, cement, mortar, building ಅದು. And then the infrastructure is so beautiful. You get the best equipment from the world. You have this VR technology, whatever he talked about. Then the hospital goes up a bit more. And then you get these great doctors. You have Satishji, you have Swarup, you have Ramesh, the rest of the crowd here. And then the hospital goes up even further. And then becomes one of the 3 great hospitals because of brand name. But that is not enough. When you do things like this, when you show that you really care, you go higher up. You become not just a hospital. I am ಹೇಳಿದಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಆಸ್ಟರ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಕಾದಂಡಿ, ಆಸ್ಟರ್ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಅಂತ ಅದು ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕು. That is the ultimate function of hospital.